All right, kings and queens, clash your swords. Yeah, clash them up, clash them up, clash them up. You kings and queens already know
100 kings and
we
100
got
queens.
time. Let's show 'em who we are.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, boy, I tell you. Anyway, King, yeah, I guess you already read what I wrote. So that's
I'm trying to look at it now.
okay. But yeah, I have my assumed name authenticated.
Yeah,
Um,
I just looked at this soon. I ain't see the authentication of it though. Uh,
I let me see. I didn't make the. I meant to make a copy of it, but I didn't know. But I do have it authenticated. I finally got everything authenticated and apostilled because the state of Tennessee was working against me for a long time, and so I had to meet with the attorney general up there and
uh-huh.
everything. And I did a spiritual thing like you told us to. The last time I sent the paperwork up there to them, I did a spiritual. How what can I say, ritual,
Mm-hmm.
and I promise you, King Stevian, it's what a year. They would not authenticate my birth certificate. They would not authenticate my adequate resources. They would not. They would not do anything with my common copy. The only thing they did was apostille my durable power of attorney. I have rejection letters for my whole year from them until I did my spiritual and something I never did before, but I read up on it. And after I met with the attorney general and I put her name on some paper along with her assistant, who was an Indian person, and I told them they would not speak negatively about me or my paperwork, that they was going to allow it to go through expeditiously. King, they sent me 13 documents at one time.
Yes, I hear you. I'm here.
I'm telling you. So that was, that slow up, that they was trying to hold back, but I was able to get all my tax documents, the fiduciary documents done. And now my next step was the fins and gens.
Okay.
I got the WIFID, I got the estate number, I got my Indian estate number, I even got my 8832 that I'm about to send, because the IRS, I have a,
For what?
let me make sure I'm calling the right
The
form
one
now.
that merged the 9-8 with the estate?
Yes, the 8288.
Oh, the 8288. On who though?
I want to do it on everything. You know how you said do it on our businesses, do it on our the Indian government.
Yeah. And along with that, you assume you authenticate stuff. You have the authentication and you have the address change, and that shows that that straw man is no longer in their jurisdiction.
Exactly.
That'll match up with your fins and gems.
Exactly. And so that's why my next step is to get on my fins and gens. The IRS did send me, because I had asked them to cancel some, estate numbers and stuff, and so they did, but they sent me a form, and they said, along with your 8822B, anything that you want us to cancel out or to keep, send that with it, along with the proof, like my durable power attorney and all that stuff. So I'm going to send that back to them, letting them know, yes, keep everything that we have right there. And we'll move, and I'll move on. It was okay. I got a lease. God has given me an opportunity to get to grow my company. So I have a lease on 4.5 acres of land, but it's commercial land within the city.
Okay.
And I have a tow truck company. My son have it. He pulled me in as I'm really an agricultural person, but because he needed my assistance, he pulled me in on this thing. So now I'm the owner of this tow truck company, okay? And the city want us to store their vehicles on this 4.5 acres of land. And so you can imagine, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s a month. So this guy that gave me a lease to the 5.4 acres of land, his name is, I told him, I said, look, I said, I can't give you everything right now. I said, but I'm not paying this for fiat. I just told him straight out. I told him I have adequate resources, blah, blah, blah. He said, what's the form that you're going to use? And he said, can I see it? I said, yeah, I'll show it to you. So I gave it to him. He gave it to his bank, which is Chase Bank in New York City. This guy lived he's very rich.
What did you give him?
A copy of the 236.
Okay.
And so.
Well, it's supposed to have been the instrument too, like the contract.
Yeah, I did accept it for value and all that kind of stuff. I'm just making it short because I know we ain't got a lot of time. But everything
Go ahead.
A lot of stuff, they're supposed to be attached to that. I put that book. But anyway, so he took it to his bank officer. The bank officer called the treasury, and they called me.
The treasury called you?
No, okay.
Oh, the bank called you.
Officer, right.
Okay.
With the treasury. And they say that on that, my check number has to be a 12-digit number because I use the lease number on the lease. You know how
the 12 digits supposed to be your barcode. It can be your barcode. Remember I told you all that?
Well, see, that's why I needed confirmation, but
but that just goes to show you I've been telling y'all the truth, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to explain this to you for a long time.
Now, catch this. 12 digits is what? What is 12
digits? Domestic.
Domestic. And why is it domestic? Why did the Treasury need a domestic barcode number?
Because
they only operate in the United
States. Absolutely. And
so let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the principal getting paid to? Was it the company?
It's the principal's everything's going to the 2360, what's that, 2966. You see the 236s that I sent up there to you?
No.
You didn't come up with the authenticated 236?
I haven't seen it yet. But I'm looking at the barcode request form. You put down the lawful money that you're supposed to receive?
Yes, you don't see the 236, so you don't see it, but it's
Let me go and see if I can pull it up. Okay, IRS stamp. That's the one you want me to look at, or the 8288?
No. Those are just for proof of what steps I'm on. Okay, but anyway, let me tell you about the 236. I got it right here in front of me. I was hoping that you'd be able to see it right there with me. But anyway, yes, I added on to there. The principal is $1 million.
So did he go to the Treasury?
Not yet, because they want that 12-digit number.
That's your barcode number.
Right, but I don't have it. That's why I have to do the certificated deed with that amount from my adequate.
Yeah. I'm a definitely play this on YouTube so people can hear the damn truth. Okay. People think I be lying. Because at first I had thought that a check number can't be 12 digits. So it's the check number or the account number that they want?
Check number.
Check number. So that just shows exactly what I'm saying. That's a claim.
Because they said they got to prove that the resources, that the money is there or something like that.
But that would also, oh my God, I never fucking thought about that shit. I never thought about that a check, sometimes those checking account numbers can't actually be a check number too.
Mm-hmm.
On your ass, because you have an account with your bank.
Right.
And so your check itself is let me see, because I think they normally be 9, but I've seen some that's 12. 6, 7, 8. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but they would just add 2 zeros in the beginning. That's normally what they do. And so your check number, your check account itself can be the damn number. Because remember, the United States is 00 to 01.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves room for 2 digits to be put before your checking account number to become a barcode.
Wow. And that would be the 00, wouldn't it?
It can be 0001. Yeah, let me look up the national code. National barcode, country codes. I think it is. It definitely is, because I remember being 000, and most of them are 01. What was 00001 for United States.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So hey, but that's
that
what
means
that
everybody's
exactly.
checking account is the damn barcode. Because remember, they're operating in the United States.
Exactly.
And now I understand now when I got my T-Mobile check, I wrote a check to T-Mobile for $10 just to test it out. And when I got it back, on the back of the check, it was going into an account. It said for account number, and it had zeros before it.
Wow.
That just proves it right there. So your goddamn bank account is a damn barcode.
Absolutely.
So
And
that means they only use it once, though. Because I'm quite sure they can't use the same check again. Because so that means when you first start your account with the Treasury, they get paid for that whole goddamn account. That account number is that damn check that the bank got paid for. But go ahead. So he did go?
yeah. No, he hasn't went yet because they waiting on me. I told him, I said, well, what I'm going to have to do, because what I did, I put there like we normally do.
So how did you know it has to be 12 digits?
Because he called
the Treasury?
And they called me. And they said, we need the 12 digits. And I told them, I said, it's a process. We have a trust account. And I said, and they have to, go through a process. I said, and plus that, I have to redo the 236 and have it re-authenticated. I said, so, you're going to have to give me a little time to get this done. And the guy said, okay. He said, you sure? He said, you got anybody else that went through this process before? I said, well, yeah, the Treasurer told you what we need. I said, that's what we're going to do. And so what I'm going to do, I got the 236, and I'm going to, once you give me the barcode.
I thought you were leasing the land, so you're buying this?
No, I'm leasing it, but I'm paying for it.
How are you leasing it for $1 million?
Listen, okay. This property, like I told you, is 4.5. Now you in Memphis, Tennessee, okay? We in the commercial area of Memphis, Tennessee. 5.4 million. 5.4 acres, and it has over 18,000 square foot, 18-wheeler, 3-bay truck thing. Okay.
Right.
We're right there. So guess how much the rent is?
How much the rent?
The $18,000 a month. And so
Damn.
I told you,
money, man.
I know, right? But I told him, but I'm gonna make that kind of money, see, because the city had the same city that's giving me the contract to do to tow and store their inoperable cars, just gave up the lease on the spot because they got a new facility. And so they was looking for somebody and they said, look, we're going to give you this if you can prove to us that you got this lease. Now, I knew it was high, but I said, shoot, I told him, I said, I'm not going to pay this with no fiat, dude. We're going to pay it with my adequate resource. And he said, can you do it for 5 years? I said, yeah. I said, but you got to go through the whole...
So that $1 million is for how many years? Or for 1 year?
5 years.
So that $1 million is for the whole entire 5 years?
Now, the amount, let me get the total amount for where's the lease at? The amount
I see something right here for $1,158,492.03. What is that amount for?
That's for the $18,000 for a month for 5 years.
Okay, that's what I was just asking. Is that for the whole 5 years?
Yes. And
okay,
then,
now you know you can you could have did an OID on the instrument. So remember on your setup for credit, you put the check number on there now. So it says check number. That check number is going to be that 12-digit barcode.
Okay. On the
Now,
OID.
also keep in mind, because I don't want you to get for the future, when it comes down, say if you're buying land in Kenya, okay, you would actually use the 13-digit then because it's foreign.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So for the United States, it's 12.
Exactly. I just couldn't wait to get that. I was trying to get that information to you. Look, they've been waiting on me. Guess how long they've been waiting on me to get this done?
How long?
2 months.
What?
Yep. He's been waiting on me because it's about it.
You should have called me and told me.
Man, you know you're very busy, too.
You could have came to one of the meetings and said that.
Man, just like on my computer, you know, when we was first talking and you said you can barely hear me, that's what's been going on with my freaking computer. I don't know. I don't put a new hard drive on this thing.
You gotta call it. You gotta use it with your phone. You gotta call it in instead of
from now on. That's why I told you. I said, King, can I just call you?
I mean, call in on the chat line.
Yeah, I will. I'll be doing that.
When I'm talking about the free conference call, instead of using the internet on it, you just call the 1-800 number directly, the 666 number.
Well, I'll be doing that from now on. But for right now, King, I tell you the truth. And look, when you multiply 500%, I did 500% for the lawful money. And for the interest, and that came out to $580,340,4,870.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that with the interest? Because I'm glad you said, because I'm writing that down at the same time. So I got one for $579, then I got one for $580. So the $579 is just the interest itself, and the grand total is the $580.
Yeah, $580 with the grand total. $580,304,807.
Now, where do you got your interest going?
It's going to now that's what I was going to discuss with you again, because I do have the WIFID and I do have the Indian government.
You're going to have to do an OID, too.
Okay, an OID.
Do an OID. Do it for 5 years, the same 5 years you're going to be doing your contract. So that means every year the Treasury is going to cut a check. Okay. I just got the list from King T. No Mail, and they was having the amounts, the maximum amounts that the Treasury cut. And come to find out, they pay, I think it's like, I want to say it's 10 trillion. That's the maximum they got, but it's for certain different ways of getting paid. So when it comes down, now if they're going to pay up front the principal, that's fine. But your interest, you're going to have to do that over time. But 580 or 70, you'll be 79 million. So that means in 5 years, I would break it down for 5 years. They allow 6 years. Okay. So I got a video I was going to do on it tonight and release it, but I'll send it out to everybody once I do it. Okay. It's on the Treasury website. Yeah, I'm just writing these numbers down right now so I can. Now, your affidavit of ownership, because I was telling some people you can get a new barcode or you can use the same number. So since you're assigning it over to the Treasury, your assignment is going to have to be, let me see, because you're assigning it, he's going to the Treasury. No, you're going to have to assign it to him. Right. Yeah, assign it over to whoever that
2956 3rd Street Holdings.
Yeah. And Treasury's gonna know. Damn. Did you do a 1041 with it?
Not yet. I hadn't even did the 1099 yet on the 1099A and other that, but I got it filled out, but I haven't sent it out, and I want you to
so you're gonna need that barcode, because now that goes back to what I was showing everybody about the barcode, the account number where they put the money in. That would be that. That would be that. It'll be your tax ID number.
My tax ID number?
Yeah, for where you want the money going.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you, which one would be best? Should it be the Indian government or should it be the WIFID? And I don't have the fins and gens now yet. I do have my 9-8.
I would do your money. The lawful money. I would put in the WIFID.
Okay.
I would use the WIFID. So the principal side was going to the company or was going to you?
The company.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that the treasurer is going to give the lawful money. After the process, if I was you, I would contact the treasury.
Okay.
And probably get the number from the guy so that way you can call the treasury directly. Okay. And then just check on your account and let them know about the transaction that went on. Okay. Do it like a week after and just call to let them know you called and check to make sure that the lawful money was put into that account.
Woo! Woo! Check to see if the lawful money is put in that account, that WIFID account. Okay. So now let me ask you this. I could just give them the EIN number, but do I need to actually have a bank account?
You know on the set for value, you're supposed to put the EIN number too. So when it comes down to them, you got to have their EIN number if the principal is going to them.
I just gave him a W-9, and I told him, I said, I need you to fill out this W-9.
Yeah, that means pay principal of $1.1 million to the name of the company, treasury account number. I wouldn't even put exemption because they're not exempt when you get the principal. Treasury account number / EIN number or tax ID number, and then you put the tax ID number. And that's the account that the treasury is putting the money into.
Okay, you said treasury account EAN or EIN?
EIN. Or you can put tax ID number.
Okay, tax ID. Yeah.
Because it's account anyway.
Okay.
That's why I say treasury account number.
Okay, gotcha. Woo! My head is swimming. Because this guy's being so patient. He's a millionaire. He is a straight up millionaire, and I was like,
so 1.1 million ain't nothing to him. He wiped his butt with that.
I know. Do you see where he live at? Check out his address. He live on the 39th floor. I told him, I said, I'm with a tribal group, and my chief, I can give you more information. He said, you think I could talk to your chief? I said, I don't know. I have to see. I said, he is not accessible like that. And he was talking about you. So if you feel like you want to entertain and talk to him, hey, we can make it happen, and I'll pay for it, while we talking to him. But hey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So got the barcode. Just use this on both of them.
Okay. Hey, King.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something. Now, even though I gave him one, that first one that you see that I sent up, that's just with the interest. But should I not give him the 236 with both the interest and the principal on it? I should combine it, should I?
Hold on, which one?
On the 236 that we're about to put the barcode on.
What you gotta do it the way I showed y'all. You gotta like write it out, the principal plus interest. But the interest, he don't supposed to get the interest for you though. So you just do the
just the principal.
No, just do the principal, just the principal on that. Yeah, okay. So you don't want them getting your interest. Now say for instance, you wanted if the money was coming back to you and then you would cash the check and then give it to him, then you could put him to go get it for you. Because the check gonna come back to him and he go, here's your check. And then y'all go to the bank together, cash it, and then,
Can we do that? I like that process better. What do I need to do to do it that way?
All you gotta do is put the amount, the lawful money plus the interest on there. You put principal That's the 1.1 million plus on that line, and then you put the lawful money amount, and then in parentheses you put the grand total.
Oh, wow. So how would the treasurer know to cut the check in my name?
Because of your 1041. The 1041 that you do will be in your with it name.
Okay, but it costs my 10. So do you suggest that I submit my 1041 before
But you could just get the 1.1 million, and then on the check, which is your bill or the contract, the treasurer's gonna put it into that account anyway. And then when it's time for you to pull anything out of that account, all you do, I got a video where I'm showing y'all, it's right on my list right here. It's called where is it? Get Treasury to Pay Your Bills. That's the name of it. And I was going to be showing everybody how it's a simple process, how to go and pull your money out of your account that's sitting in there.
Okay, then, but then I'll just go and let him have the principal amount, and because on the accepted and acquired, I did put my EIN number as the WIFT account on which to my lawful money should go to.
Yeah. Well, in order to get that lawful money, you're gonna have to keep doing the OID on it, do an OID, and they ask on the OID, how often do you want this money?
Okay,
the interest. How often do you want this interest?
Right. I just divided by 10 or something, my total amount, and just tell them 10 cycles or something.
No, you can't go 10 cycles. From what I just saw, what King T No-Mouth says, only 6 cycles you can do.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all until I saw it on the Treasury website.
Oh, wow.
You sent me a thing, and then I went and looked it up on the Treasury website, and it got all the amounts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, once we get off the call, I'm going to do a video. Okay. I'm going to add a video at the end of this, showing everybody the amount. That's funny. I got that today, and then you called about this. So.
This is bad. We are in sync. they try to stop us.
I don't know, you paying a damn lease for that damn my shit. I've been bought me some damn land.
Well, look, man, look, King, you know that's
not... I got $1 million a year.
Yeah, if they wasn't giving... But look, I know it's fiat, but they giving me over $300,000 a month just to store those things.
Oh, so you're gonna be making a big gigantic profit?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So, even though it's fiat, we can take that fiat and really work with it.
All the receipts is IOUs. All the checks they give is IOUs.
Right. I'm gonna really be talking. I'm gonna really need your guidance, King. This is the first time I'm gonna really need your guidance. My son is looking at me all upside my head, but I'm finna do take over his account. So just in case something happened to him, I'm finna make my next.
Something happened to him? He out there gang banging or something?
No. My son is just like his mama. He is an excellent man. I mean, I understand why all the women want my son. And look, he's doing my. So
you're saying every man wants you too? You say just
I did not say that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask King, King Kenneth.
That's my young brother.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
That's my young brother. I'm telling you, we've been hanging. I was the one to introduce him into the 100 Kings, 100 Queens, and so. He look at me as this, like I know something. I'm learning just like you, King. So but we growing in this thing together. So I'm just grateful and thankful, to have somebody to bounce off on every once in a while. But as far as that business, that's going to bring us in that kind of money. And I've already got a lease on 100 acres in Mississippi right now. Not a lease, but it's a purchase order, an order to, to purchase it.
Well, you better use your lawful money to get that. I'm glad you're with the land, because I keep trying to inspire people to do it, and
You got me, brother. I'm inspired. I got peaches off my trees. I got some figs off my trees.
You got figs?
Yeah.
You gotta send me some figs.
I will send you. I'm gonna try
Man,
They are very sour, but
yeah, I
they're
just told my brother, I said, man, I want some figs. I was talking to my auntie about her mama, which is my grandmama, about how she used to make the fig preserve.
yes,
And I
you
was
used to
telling
make
her
all
that
that.
the Caucasians had stole that from
Yes.
us because
Some fig
my
noodles.
grandpa used to make fig preserve. We used to make fig preserve, and then we'd take the cornbread and we'll mush it together, and that's where fig noodles
came from. Exact. I told people that story. They didn't believe me. But
that's exactly where it comes from.
And I'm gonna send you not only figs, I'm gonna send you a plant so that you can go on and put that in the ground, and you'll have your own fig tree, because it will proliferate in your land. I'm telling you now.
Hello, this is LGS of Texas Trendsetters. I'm clashing my swords with 100 kings and 100 queens. Please support our latest album, All Gas No Brakes. Thank you for your support. May y'all have a blessed day.
All right, kings and queens. That was the call with Queen Refine. I heard it yourself, how things supposed to go and what things are. So I was going to show this right after the call. So this is what King T. Nomel sent me today. Sent me an email, but I went up to the Treasury website. I remember King Samad mentioned that the maximum amount the Treasury would cut is $100 million. One shy of 100 million, and when I told y'all to do the 1099s, y'all see this number right here. Also, when it comes down, or one similar to it, I think it's more 19, might be this one here. This one down here is the one. When you do your 1099s, you'll see that number right there. When you do your CP 575, you'll see that number right there. Okay? Now, when it comes to this, and I'm doing this real quick because I got to get up out of here. Let's see if I can shrink this down. There we go. Yeah. All right. So it says maximum amount on a single TASBETC. Okay. You see this right here. And you want to go to this website, fiscal.treasury.gov/SPS, all lowercase, /max, MAX, hyphen, ranges, make sure, hyphen DO, make sure, dollar, that's DOLLAR, hyphen amounts dot HTML. Hope y'all see that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be on here long. Maximum amount on a single payment. You see that right there. This side, they got 500,000. But you got to go over here to see what it's for. Okay? You got the summary ACH check. Okay? Now, normally by wire, the Treasury will get it same day pay. So for Queen Refine and anybody else who's getting the bank to do it for you, this is normally what you would use right here. This is the 9 billion, close to 10 billion. That's the thing. This is the one that is definitely on the 1099, if I'm not mistaken. It got to be this one. This is the one that's on the 1099, and the one for your 1099 OIDs. Okay. Now, if you look over here, they got 599 billion. I would say 600 billion. Okay. Max single on a single schedule. Now, here's your schedule right here. Actually, I told you it was 6, but it's 60. Maximum payment count on a schedule. So 60 payouts is what that is. Okay, hopefully that's what that is. Because I was trying to say, I know that only means $60, but normally when I looked at the schedule, I looked at the interest payments that comes out on the 1099 OID. Okay, so they got one right here. This is one single amount, and the reason they're doing it like this is because the maximum amount they pay out is $100 million. That's one single payment. So if it's $100 million, they're gonna pay that out. If you go over here, let's go over to the side. You can line that up. Same day, ACH. They cut that check straight into your Fidelity account if it's under $100 million. Now, so that proves what this is. So they're going to pay out 60 payments, because if you think about the amount here, in 60 payments, it's going to break down somewhere in here. So each payment is going to be a breakdown, should be $9 billion. Yeah, matter of fact, that's right. They're going to pay out, because 60 multiplied or divided into this will be this number here. So when you do your interest payments, Drace here, if you got this crazy amount for the birth certificate, 60 payments come out. And you got to put all the dates on the 8281, and I think it's the 8281 when the interest will be dispersed. Now, when it comes down to your first payment, you can do another 1099, 1041, V, and get this amount transferred to you, the $100 million. Do not do $100 million, because they're going to only do it a penny shy. Okay? So now we know this amount. They will not do it $100 million. Okay? But I did see when they sent the girls' check to Fidelity for that one day, it was $100 million in there. Okay? So I might be off on that. I don't know why they play around with that penny. All right. So y'all see these crazy amounts over here. Okay, same day wire and pay, the Treasury go. Remember, they do have a form that the banks fill out, and you're trying to get something done through the mail. ACH check, they had a check somewhere in here. And we're not going to be dealing with Fed now. Maybe some of the banks that y'all have might deal with Fed now, but it's only $30 million. Okay. I just want y'all to see these numbers here. She's going to be dealing with, the fine they can be dealing with the 1 day. Now her interest, as y'all heard, is $579 million. So she'll be dealing with something like, she can still deal with this one. Okay? She can still deal with this one, even though this one's in the billions. Just because it's in the billions don't mean you can't do it. You still can, because this is a same day pay by wire. So every time, if you do it every quarter, once every quarter, then you'll get it wired out like the first of the month, first or fifth of the month, somewhere up in there, to your Fidelity account. Okay? So I just want y'all to see this to know how this works. Okay? Maximum ranges for dollar amounts in the SPS. So kings and queens, I am out. I got to head out of here. All right, I will talk with y'all later.
100 kings and 100 queens.